Alrighty, welcome back to the stream, and welcome once again to more BlockBall programming, where we're going to be working on more BlockBall settings. Today, going to be adding menu mouse control, and I may also take a look at possibly converting some of the other menus to the same format we're using here. Getting rid of the Selector object entirely in the future. Before we get started, though, you're once again, as per usual, listening to StreamBeats, royalty-free music. This is the ambient music playlist. Thanks again to StreamBeats for having that music available for use for free. Okay, weird. I don't know why the noise cancellation isn't working properly this time. Hold on. Let's see. I think I might be able to... Okay, that wasn't it. That's not it. Up. Okay, it's probably nothing. But I can still see it on there, which is bugging me. There, noise suppression. Actually, you know what? There. Noise gate. Just as good. All right. Okay, so, laying out the plan for today. Plan is, first, gonna have to figure out how to re-add mouse control to the settings menu. Like, let me go to the settings menu real quick. Right now, in the start menu, or regular menus, mouse control is just done by, if the mouse has moved, the Selector object will basically teleport to the closest menu object and, you know, work from there. In settings, however, I no longer have that option because just straight up, it's not... First, the selector isn't there, and second, I have two sets of objects to deal with. I have this up top with the different tabs, and then I have these down here with these other things. So, selecting them individually is probably not too big of a problem. I can just run a mouse click, and when it intersects with an object, it's basically acts as if I selected that one. That should be doable, but I also want to get so that when I'm highlighting it, it'll actually change and, like, move as if I'm moving the thing. So, I gotta deal with that somehow. Okay, let's see what we have then. Right. Also, I'm going to do a thing here real quick. I'm just going to add a new variable. This is in the create event. I'm just going to create a variable right here, which is going to be called settings on is equal to 1. Then we're going to go to user event 5 right here. If setting current page is equal to, what are the pages? It's okay. What's the setting page? Save page. Save page create. It's probably in one of these. 0. Save page is 4. So if it's 3. Alright, and then we're going to do this equal advanced settings off. That's VK right, VK left. There. So all I have to do now is change this one variable, and this will change basically, it'll basically just skip the value for the advanced settings if I turn it to 1. And if it's down and up, okay. That's basically just a small thing I want to do here. So, watch. Right now, first off, I'm going to go to the settings. Advanced is available, and also, just for funsies, if I click here, it'll swap between them. But, if I go to the create event and change this to 1, and skips right over it. Yay! Look at that! Can't access the advanced settings if you can't get to them. Perfect. I will actually keep that at 0 for the time being. Or at 1 for the time being, because I don't need the advanced settings. Okay. Now we get to the hard part. 4, 5, and 6 get called, and then if enter is equal to 1, set enter to 0. Okay, so that's this whole thing set. Okay, this is all set at the moment. All that stuff is set for selecting. This is basically just, why did I say that? Default. Yeah, right. This is just for the settings page. Or the save page, I should say. Alright. Yeah, basically, I don't need to do anything here anymore. All I need to do is have something to do logic for when the mouse is hovering over the right spot. That's what I need to work on at the moment. Okay, so what's user event 4? This is probably just... yeah, this is just escape. Okay. 4, 5, and 6. 5 is the one that actually has all this stuff for controlling the movement. 6 is menu object assignment. Okay, so what this part does basically is set the this basically sets all the sprite stuff that we're dealing with. So what I need to do now I don't need to deal with this one. I need to deal with this one. And I need to somehow get this. I need to add the mouse control to this. So let's get a new code block going in here. We are going to set first. Let's get create. User 0, 1, 2, 3. var creation. Should probably get priv y. Should I do mouse priv y, mouse priv x? Yes. So the mouse previous y and the mouse previous x are going to be equal to... Actually, you know what? Let's make it 0, 0. Always, mouse prev y, mouse prev x are going to be set to... Well, no. Might as well do it mouse x, mouse y. Because if I set it to 0, 0, it's always going to default to moving wherever my mouse is, so I might as well set it to mouse 0, you know? Alright, if I set it to 0, 0, it's always going to move to where the mouse is, so I might as well just set it to, mouse wherever it is, so it doesn't give a false input at the very start. Also, I really don't know what's going on with the thing. It's like, I don't think it's the fan. It's just getting a lot of noise in there for some reason. Okay. Anyway, that's the mouse previous X, mouse previous Y. So, on step, right here, we're going to do this, and this is going to be mouse movement control. Okay, so, so if, mouse, okay. Okay, so what are the cases? First, we want, mouse has not moved. Mouse X and mouse Y is equal to mouse prev X and mouse prev Y. That's case 1. That means the mouse is moving laterally, or the mouse has not been touched at all. It hasn't moved at all, in which case, you know, it don't have to do anything. The mouse is not being active. Mouse only moves... Okay, you know what? Okay, okay, mouse moves in region near, pages. Mouse moves in region near settings. Okay, so... Okay, so there is a thing I was looking up that actually will handle this. And what is it? It's called point in rectangle. Okay, so the point in rectangle function. When using this function, you define a rectangular area, and GameMaker will work out whether the given point falls within its bounds or not. If the point falls within the defined rectangle, the function will return true, otherwise the function will return false. So it's, the function is... point in rectangle. Alright, mouse, the X coordinate of the point check, and Y coordinate of the point check, so that's mouse X, mouse Y. Okay, X of the left side, top, so I need left and right, bottom and top. So, where would this be? Okay, so I need to get it... I guess it would be like... Let's make it some random... Okay, so where do I actually create the objects? Create menu pages. Where do I actually create them? Okay, so if I do inst settings group game dot x minus, let's say 100. Let's say it's minus 100, and then y1. Actually, you know what? I should probably do bounding box. This is left. B-box left minus 100. Okay, and then inst settings group game dot b-box. Is it top plus, I don't know, 50? Let's see. Top side of the rectangle, then right side, then bottom. Okay, so that's left top, then in settings create group inst settings group exit. I really should standardize that. That was a mistake. Okay, so dot b-box right plus 100. box bottom plus 50. So actually that's 50. This one should be minus 50 because it's actually up. Okay. So that's the point in the rectangle. If it's within that... Okay, let's call this, page box. I'm gonna make this a var. So var page box is equal to point in rectangle, blah, 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 blah. Let's make var setting box. Okay, now this one's going to be a little trickier because it's going to be dynamic, technically speaking, based on what's there. So, I guess it would be slot 0, top left, slot 5, bottom right. I can't really define them based on the active slots, though. This isn't going to work either, I don't think. Because then these slots are active. Okay, I'm going to be back in a second. I got to ponder on this. Okay, so I have an idea, right? Okay, so what about if I do this? All the indexes are normally supposed to be... Just block the ball. Oh, man, I'm trying, man. It's so hard to block it. Like, I gotta move my hands and everything. It's so hard. Also, how are you doing, Minbron? Hey, how you doing? Been a minute. Hope you're keeping cool down there. It's probably miserable. I mean, it's miserable enough here. I can't imagine what it's like down in the old Texas. if I... Oh, is it? Oh, that's good. It's horrible outside. Like, hold on, what's... Hey, Google, what's the humidity outside? Oh, it's actually only 39% humidity out here right now, but it is 90 degrees, so it's a dry heat, as they say, which is better than humid heat, but not much. Still miserable. I don't want to go outside. Actually, hold on a second. I want to check something because I feel like I've been having like kind of coughing issues. I think it might be because my air conditioner is on too much and it's actually too dry in here. I'll be right back in a moment. Oh yeah, for text, I suppose that's really nice. Yes. The answer is, in fact, the humidity in my house is gone. That's probably a problem. I could fix it by turning on a humidifier, but that kind of defeats the point. I guess you just gotta suffer through it for a minute, I guess. It's better than the alternative. Alright, anyway, back to what I was doing here. So what I could do here is I could do the exact same thing I'm doing to get grid max. And just set that as the exact same thing. Just pull that out. Why not? Let's plop it directly into here. Actually, I'll put that here, so it's a little better organized, I feel like. Slot 0, and then slot grid max. Okay, so that'll... Okay, so what that'll do is this will make two separate rectangles, which will determine is my mouse inside either of those zones. And this is just while hovering. This isn't for anything else. And then I'm going to have these two basically only function. Okay, so do this. Do this. And enter. Okay, so if... Okay, so let's do if mouse X does not equal mouse prev X and mouse Y does not equal mouse prev Y. So first off, we're going to change this now, so mouse prev X equal mouse X. So it updates. Mouse prev Y equal to mouse Y. That updates. This is where we run our code checks. If page box equals true, and if setting box is true. There. Oh, right, I forgot. I have to referencing page, which is not... There we go. Ta-da! There we go. Reuse your code where you can. It makes things faster. And easier. And simpler. Although I could have just put that in there. Whatever. It's fine. It's fine. Okay, so... if the mouse moves... I also hope I'm doing this in the correct order. This is basically just if keyboard gets pressed. So this is if the mouse... Okay, so we set mouse previous Y on the create for this room. This is on the step. If the mouse moves, mouse gets updated. If it moves within the box for the pages, then we set this... We set the active page equal to the closest page for the mouse. Whichever one's closest. Okay, so how do I do that? Do those have... Those do have collision. So it would probably be... Instance... yeah, okay, so it would be... what would I set it to? It would be... it would be instance closest, or instance nearest. Nearest to mouse X, mouse Y, obj menu, I think. Okay, so that would be, let's call it var menu is equal to that. And then I'd get underscore menu dot something. Okay, so it'd be group exit, instance create layer. I should also double check, where did I put the slots? And 3, setting selection sync, don't need to do any of that. This is all of this has been condensed into this. Ah, it's beautiful. I love seeing that kind of thing happen. Okay, right. 4 is literally nothing. 5, 6. Okay, okay, that creates that, and then these creates the slots, but there is slots already, so that actually is just... It's not actually creating the slots, that's just setting up the sprites for the slots. So, is it under event 0? Yes, it is. No, it's not. 1. This is where the slot objects are created. Okay. Yes, they are object menu. Everything's object menu. So I want... What would I even be able to pull out of here? Okay, so basically I need to... be able to pull out a property of this object that I'm using in order to appropriately highlight it. So, if I get... Okay, so I have name on the instances for the slots, and then for the menu objects, I have an instance name. which I can also reference. Because these don't have any built-in variables for that, like a reference. So what about if I did... Okay, so I guess it would be a switch case here. So it's page box. Right here. What are you talking about? So it would be a switch case, I guess, and it would probably be... Oops. So switch... menu. So in the case, it's... Okay, so in the case, switch is equal to this. I really needed to do this. This is all in user event 5, actually. So I can actually just do this by changing the page. And that would propagate out. I should probably change... Hold on, let me... Okay, I'm gonna have to go back through everything and just make sure I... This is what happens when you don't label things properly the first time around. Okay, user event 0. I'm just gonna group underscore game. I'm gonna add these here. There. So now everything's consistent. Okay, 0. Event 1. Nothing. Okay. Event 2. Nothing. Event 3. Nothing. Event 4 has nothing. Event 5. Good. Event 6. Yeah, that's what I expected. Alright. Good. I think that's everything. There's nothing else that'll break, right? Oh, no, they're right there. This will also break. So that. Okay. I believe that is everything now. Nothing else is left. I've done everything, I'm pretty sure. Yes. Yes, nothing else is broken. Good. Alright, back to what I was doing here. Alright, so in the case menu is that... Okay, in the case the closest menu object is... inst group inst settings group game. Right. So in the case that it's inst settings group game, we get settings current page is equal to 0. Yes? Yeah, let's go with 0. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. And that'll propagate the changes out elsewhere. Okay, how does it sound, I think? Okay, is it sound? Yes, sound. Display. Two. Okay, that's display. Then we have advanced. Okay, advanced, and then exit. That's 4. Now this one is going to be 2. No, actually, it's going to be 3. Plus rand iRandom range -1 1 times add settings off. So that way, if the advanced settings are turned off, you get randomly selected to either the other one or 4. I'm just going to double check that's the correct use for iRandom range. Let's see, random range, 6, 2, 9. Okay, yeah, that is correct. Bueno. It's a dumb little function that I put in here, but hey, what are you gonna do, right? Alright, let's... Isn't that beautiful? Isn't that just... Okay, that's kind of... Let's see, where does it go to? Thing of beauty, that is. Thing of beauty. Okay, that seems like a good height. I think that's a good height. Okay, so I'm gonna make sure that doesn't hit 0. Actually, is there even a way to do that? I don't think so. You know what? I'm just gonna not do that. I'm just gonna have it do this. So if you have it on, it'll just skip right to the exit menu. Or rather, if I have it turned on, I should say. Right. Now we get to the fun part, which is the settings box. This is going to be the tricky one. Maybe. Maybe not. Okay. So if setting box is true, which means it's running in the settings box, not the page box. Basically, gotta do the exact same thing, except I need to... Okay, this is... Okay, so if page box is true, var... Basically do the same thing here. Okay, so we take the same thing, var menu is instance nearest, whatever. Problem is, I've got to get the nearest variable, the nearest menu object that doesn't have a null collision hitbox. That's what I'm looking for. Because currently, when I run the menus, right? There's fake boxes down here, like there's fake boxes here that do actually have collision. Or they do exist. There's an object here, but it doesn't have anything there, but it's still an object. It's still interactable. So I've got to make sure I can't, say, click down here and activate a null object that is not supposed to be interacted with. It has to be one of these. Also, be back again in a moment. wish there was a way to like do a conditional check where it's like object menu where object menu dot mask index is not no one. Like I can't remove. This is just a strict check. It's not a. Okay, maybe... I do have grid max here, so maybe, if, wait, no, that wouldn't work. No, that wouldn't work. How do I get it to work? Also, I'm going to decrease the size of the box a little bit. I'm going to make it so instead of being 2050, it's going to be like 25 pixels above and below. It's going to be a little bit tighter. And how about 50 on this? I don't need to have that much clearance. What do I do with this? Okay. Just... How do I do this? I also need to... Okay, so let's forget about this for the moment. How would I go about finding which menu object it's currently attached to? So I guess I would go, for, what would it be? Would it be like a nested for loop? Two nested for loops that go, that just scroll through every part of the array to find the name, and then check if it's the same name as the menu object I'm looking at. So it's going to be for, var I0 I is less than how do I do it over here? so what do I do here? I have the setting selected array value, right? Yeah, settings, current setting, currently selected setting. So that's the settings box, and then I might need to use the sync code. Each one has a value, each one has a name. Name. I don't remember what these were, so I'm gonna have the things right here. Okay, I believe these are position storage. Yeah, these are like... can't run this. Setting 000 is what? Then 001 is something, then 000 is something else. What did I set those at? Oh, right. That's the array. Or rather, that's the value. I don't remember what I did exactly for this. I know I created this extra array here to basically store data, but I don't remember what I did for it exactly. You know what? I'm just gonna go watch my VOD again. Fuck it. This is why I have these things up. Okay, let's go to the old studio. Go to the playlist. We got this one. Really should put more of these notes in when I'm doing this stuff. Okay, where was it? It's user event 2 someplace. It doesn't really help a whole lot, does it? It's a case. Because this is a 3-hour stream where I don't remember which part of the stream I put that in there. Okay, at least have it here. So event 2. I already have those there. You know, it'd probably be easier to just check when I pulled out that data, which I think is in 5. No, it's not. Is it in 6? It's in 1? No, it's not gonna be in 1. Where? Is it in the step event? If settings current page is equal to that, settings current starting equals the 1. Ah, okay. So the first one is the page it's on. The second number is the current setting it is on the list. And then the third number is the index value for, you know, whatever setting I'm dealing with. So it's, oops. Did I just do insert? I think I just did. Yeah, it is. Okay, so I did. Let's see. You know, I'll put it right here. So that 00 is equal to page the settings are on. So yeah, everything for the game stuff is going to be 0 on that one. Then these ones are 0, 1, 2, because those are the setting it is in that page. And this is the default value, or rather the default part of the array it's on. There we go. Okay, that's that. I don't need to watch my VOD anymore. But you should watch the VODs over on youtube.com/ Hold on, the channel is kind of... youtube.com/ AyotoCorp streaming, where you can watch the VODs for this stream and any other stream I've done in the last several years on YouTube at your own leisure. Including a complete playthrough of Drone Swarm, which I think is like the only complete one on YouTube. So, hey, that's cool. Right. So now that I have that little bit of information written in there for me in the future, how does that help me with this? Doesn't really. Figure out how to get it so I can move my mouse up and down, and it'll change whatever the currently selected setting is. That's what I need. I need it to move up and down and go, this is the setting it's currently looking at, this is the setting it's currently looking at, this is the setting it's currently looking at. Also, I realize these numbers probably... those probably aren't going to hold up when I change aspect ratio. I want to do rels X or rels Y? Or else, width. Looks like rels Y. Because this is all, let's see. Yeah, I want to do rels X and rels Y. Yep, it's X. There. That takes care of that. Okay. Now I just need to figure out how to do this bit. If setting box is true. Okay, so it's in the settings box. I need to select an object, but it has to be a valid object, not one of the invisible objects. So... how about this? How about this? This is kind of a goofy one. What about if I do this? So we do have the variable like this, and then we do a while loop. So while, menu dot mask index equals no one. Mouse y plus equals lz 1. So what that'll do is if it's actually close enough to another non-active, like if it's close enough to another instance where the mask index is not is equal to no one, it'll move up one and then run the menu thing again in an attempt to see. So as soon as it hits a point where it's not touching that, then it'll be fine. Let's see if that works. Mouse Y is read only. Uh-huh. Okay, how do I increase the mouse position then? Give me the manual. Let's see if there's a mouse. Display mouse, get X, mouse, device mouse, X. I know there's a way to move the mouse to a position. Pretty sure there is at least. Mouse pressed. Mouse released. Key released. Virtual mouse. Huh. Windows set cursor. Window set cursor. Function, you can set the cursor for the game window, aim the constants list below to find the cursor, current cursor, blah, blah. That's not it at all, actually. That's not it. Window mouse set. Window mouse set. How do I turn that off? Hey, Potato, how are you doing? Mouse function, window mouse set. How do I not set it? That's what I want to know. Ah, nice. I'm doing all right. Just trying to figure out how to do this thing. Okay, so maybe if I do window mouse set. Actually, it'd be minus, wouldn't it? Because plus would move it downwards. Window mouse set. Oops. X is going to be mouse X. And that's mouse Y. And then that'll just keep running it over and over again until I hit one that isn't like that. So let's see if that works. Okay, that's fine. I wonder why there's like a bit of a delay there. Bizarre. Okay, so we go here. And it's not doing it. Hey, thanks. You can download the game if you want. Yeah, well, that's why there are VODs. If you want to watch all the VODs going all the way back to when I started making this game, they're all there. Okay, okay, you know what? Let's just do this. So, we did that, then, how do I highlight the right one? Oh, I see. Well, if you want like a very quick, easy to prototype sort of format, GameMaker's really good for that because it also has this drag and drop stuff. Makes sense. But it has like drag and drop stuff, so you want to do like an if, you just drop this if block here and then go if variable, then variable 1 or whatever, and you can just do stuff like that. GameMaker may not be the best one for making like a big fancy game, but it is extremely useful for quick prototyping of things, or just like really quickly throwing something together just to have it work. I'm trying to do something a little bit more complicated than that, which is why it's causing me a headache. Okay, how do I do this? Okay. Yeah, boy, does it. Okay, so if I'm currently looking at... Okay, if it's in the setting box zone. Okay, you know what? Let's scratch all this for the time being. Let's scratch all this for the time being. Just comment that out. I still need that one. So while it's there, I need to I need to also get it so it properly highlights the right menu object. How do I do this? In order to get it, I need it to highlight the correct setting, which is the setting selected variable, or current setting variable I have set up, which, if I do this, what I could do is I could loop through all of the things on the page and find which one has the same name as the one that's closest to where I am. But I don't... Am I actually using the name variable for anything? I think I am, right? Yeah, slot iname. Slot i.name is equal to the global setting array, page 6. Page 8. Alright, so... I guess we'll do that. So, for I is equal to 0, or I is equal to 0, I is less than gridmax. And gridmax is the height of the grid minus 1, which is right, okay. And then I plus equal 1. Okay, so for that, it's going to loop through all of them. So it'll go through slot I dot name. Okay, so if menu dot name is equal to slot I dot name, then I guess break the loop. And also, what else does it do? It's going to it's going to change it to settings current setting is going to be equal to I, and then break. And I don't need this one. Okay, so let's see if that works. Okay, so first, setting. Boop, boop, boop. Look at that. That works. And it does go down to the second one. And then it crashed. Unknown object.name not set before reading it. Okay, so I have to wonder, is that because... Oh, of course, right. I forgot to change the thing around for that one. Right. Okay, Okay, so then this one does this. I also need to set, settings current setting is equal to 0. Got to reset that one. Can't forget. I mean, a little bit. Mostly brain fry moment. Okay, so do this. And then I go to here, and it resets to 0. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, that's the good stuff. Yeah, well, like I said, it's very easy to code in this one. Let's see, how long have I been doing this for? This is week... YouTube Studio. what? This is week 26. I started January 22nd for about 3 hours a week. Give or take a bit, you know, doing other thingies here and there. Or, like, making a much longer thing. But, like, 3 to 5 hours a day. Or 3 to 5 hours a week since January. And this is the point I'm at. Okay, so it's capped out at... Okay, so it's capped at the wrong number. That's the problem here. So it should be grid max plus 1. Oh, right. It should be less than or equal to. That's what the problem is. Well, give this a shot. There we go. Problems. Okay, interesting, interesting, interesting. Why is this doing this? Copy. Okay, what is this menu error? Let me see here. Is it still free? It's kind of free. GameMaker has turned into a subscription, which I'm not a big fan of. What the hell is this? Oh, it's some games people made in GameMaker. But if you go on Steam, you can get like a free version of GameMaker, which I think is... I think it's basically the same thing, but you can't like export it to other things and has some limits. I'm not entirely sure. I got this before that point, so this is like the full version of it. I got grandfathered in, as it were. What's the difference between GameMaker free and subscription? Let's see. GameMaker free versus paid. Oh, there we go. Free license granted to you automatically when you register your YoYo account. Ideal for people who want to use GameMaker to learn how to make games and share their creations on gx.games for the Opera GX target. It's also used for those who want to try it before committing to buying a license, as it permits you to test out almost all the features of GameMaker. It does not have a time limit. Apart from publishing games on gx.games, the version does not permit you to create shareable executables of your games through other targets. There are also a few other restrictions, so for all the information, see this FAQ about the free license. Okay, so that's it. For free, you can basically build up a game, I think, but it's only available to, like, share via their Opera thing, which I don't think is restricted to Opera, but, like, you're restricted in exporting the game to a website. Whereas the full version that you have to pay monthly or yearly some amount for gives you exports to Windows or, you know, whatever. So, be aware of that. You don't need to pay, but just, it will not let you export to an executable if you do that. It's going to be web only. Let's see. Step 1, summon immune, get installer, log into GameMaker, free license limitations. Yeah, does not allow you to export through anything other than Opera GX, does not permit you to test using the higher performance YoYo compiler. Always must be on the current newest public version of GameMaker in order to use your license, so you may be required to periodically update your install in order to continue using GameMaker. That's not a huge issue. Yeah, no limits to otherwise grant you full access. There's also education limits if you have, like, an educator license or something. Which, talk to your professor or whatever about that. Oh, shit! Yeah. Fucking Papers, Please on mobile. Yeah, Papers, Please is on mobile now. Well, not now, August 5th, but wow, okay. On track for a console release in 2031. But that's super cool. I actually forgot I was following him on Twitter. Alright, anyway, right. Time to debug this error code. So, error in action number 1 of other event, user-defined 5 for object master settings. User-defined 5, that's right here. Variable unknown object name not set before reading it. That's what I was afraid of. So, I think I can replicate this pretty easily. The problem being here, settings, I can go down to 3 here and whatever, but if I go to there, or if I go down to here and then go to sound, or if I go to display, or if I go to advanced. Okay, so for some reason, sometimes it's crashing because it's reading one of these fake slots that I have down here that don't actually get used yet, which is not ideal. And I think that might be one of those things that just happens because the game's not running it fast enough to keep up with my actions. I wonder, like, what is the... I could probably decrease that by, like, to, like, 5 pixels, honestly, so it's only on it when it's actually on it. Like, I gave it leeway, but I really don't need any leeway. Just, as long as it's on it, that's fine. So what's the problem here? It was calling the name... It was calling the name for something that doesn't exist. Name, menu name, slot ID. So, Gmail object master settings, go to 15, step 0, line 11. Yeah, so it's definitely this right here. I don't even need that one. So this is right here's the problem. Which means, but it should be maxing out at the grid max. Oh, I guess I can also make a little thing right here that says that the page is different and it doesn't do anything. That is a little bit of an odd behavior to have. Also, I don't know why sometimes it's like lagging a lot when I move it. That's weird. let's just do right here. Let's just do var priv page. Actually, I can just do settings. I can just do page. There you go. Don't even need to. That works. Alright, so if I do this, if page does not equal settings current page, there we go. So now it won't have that behavior, ideally. So I do this, I move it around in here, nothing changes. If I move it here, it resets. I can't get it to happen again. Weird. Well, if it happens again, I'll figure things out. Alright, now let's do this. Save and exit into the settings. Okay, that's about right. Alright, that looks good, mostly. Yeah. I think there might be some kind of weirdness with the hitbox on this, but I think it's probably fine. Oh. I know what the weirdness is. I know what the weirdness is on that. Okay, let me also just change it back to 720. Look at that, it's so nice. Okay, so the weirdness is, no, it is -5, then -5 up, and +5 right, and +5 on the bottom. The weirdness is, I'll blow it up again so it's a little easier to see. You go here. So, if you go here, first off, you'll notice right here, like, watch where the cursor hits, like, right there. It's got a little teeny amount of room where it's, like, on the side of the box where it still contacts it. Like, same thing goes for down here. Like, you can actually see the mouse isn't actually touching the save button. But if it's there, it sort of does that. But over here, I can get almost inside of it. It's not like a huge issue, it's just kind of odd. I still also don't know why it, like, is not responding 100% accurately all the time, but that's fine. Alright, so windowed, borderless full screen, includes full screen window. Let's set it to 30 for funsies. Turn off score subtract, sound effects, let's turn those off. Oh, that's crunchy. That is crunchy. Alright, back to the main menu, display, set that back to 60. And, you know, I'm going to turn this to 720. Alright, now to double check everything's working properly. I'm going to play a game with myself. Alright, first off, we're going to do this. Press A. A. Alright. Start game. Good. Controller is working. And over here, controller is working, but not the D-pad. Which I thought I got working on this last time. Yeah, this is working on the D-pad. This is working on the stick. It's even working on... Oh, no, it's not working on the buttons. But D-pad is working, as is the stick, which means the D-pad on this is being... Oh, God, it's being bound incorrectly. So for some reason, it's... Okay, so for some reason the binding on this is incorrect, which is weird, because I thought I fixed that. That's not a huge issue, though, especially since nobody's going to use that kind of controller. Okay, that's good. Oh, let's try this again. So do this. Sign the button there. Sign the button there. Okay, that one's working. Working. Good. Controllers are working. Got controller support still. I'm actually going to disconnect this one and plug in my PS5 controller. How about that? Oh, that's right. Did I ever actually... I think I might have never actually properly implemented Stadia controller support. Okay, let's see if this one works. Okay, that's up. Yep, okay. PS5 controller is fine. So it was, in fact, just the Stadia controller that I did not plug in correctly. That's all that it was. Okay, so there's that, and player 1 has a point. And player 5 has 5 points. Or player 2 has 5 points. 6... 7, 8, 9, and 10. Player 2's the winner. Woo! Excellent. Everything seems to be working properly. This is wonderful. Wonderful, actually. Not out for the moment. Excellent. I'm very happy about this. I'm not so happy about this, but I'm very happy about this. Okay, let's do some fucking round this. Excellent. Good. Right. That takes care of the main thing I needed to handle today, which was getting my settings refit. So let's just do a little thing right here. We're going to commit some changes. I believe most of these changes are probably inconsequential, like this one here. Well, not... maybe. Where's my... there it is. Yeah, a lot of these are very inconsequential changes, so we're going to stage all of those. And we are going to commit this as... what version is this, anyway? Just give it a minute. So this will be version 13. 0.13. Right. 13 commit added reworked settings menu added object empty. Added things. Added settings now uses DS grid when recording values. So now I just need to wait for the thing to load my changes up, because there's a lot of them since I last committed. I've been holding off on doing this because I didn't want to... I guess this is why you make branches, right? So you don't have a million things you have to load in. It's taking a minute. I'll be right back while this thing works, and we'll see how that goes. This isn't good. This is really not good at all. I'm gonna just... It's taken a minute. Wait, why is gamepad input different? That shouldn't have changed. Let's see, var, count A, count B, count H, threshold. Var, valet, var. Okay, this looks the same. I think that's fine. Oh yeah, I also converted everything to... Converted scripts to GML. Yeah, don't worry about it. I'm just kind of spacing out at the moment as well, because I'm, just kind of waiting for this fucking thing to finish. So, duly noted, don't wait for, like, a month before doing your source control commits. Like, if you got a thing you're working on, make a branch. That's the lesson I'm learning here. You know what? Actually, I'm just gonna close this. I'm just gonna save. I'm gonna exit. And I'm just gonna load it back up, and hopefully that'll fix it. Oh, cancel that, because it's waiting for a sync. I don't even know what sync there would be for GameMaker. Apparently it has saves that use Cloud Sync. I don't know what those are. Maybe it's settings? Probably. Okay. Right. Make changes. There we go. Thank you. Okay. Next we're setting converted scripts to GML. Okay, that should take care of it. And now we do source control, push changes to the master, and we're done. Version 0.13 has been uploaded to GitHub. So now I can actually do whatever I want safely without having to worry about it. I could even delete the entire game and it would be fixed. It would be fixable. Okay. What else? Anything else I need to do here at the moment? Not really. Now the kind of question is, what do I do next? I guess I can... Get rid of that. Here's the credits window. Yay! Okay, we got settings. Settings working. Yeah, look at that! Start game. Also, let me turn the sound effects back on, because I can do that! Look at that! Sound effects. Okay, so everything seems to be working fine. I will put this out as a new version, but what I think I should do next... So I'm going to do this. I'm going to see about work on removing... need for object selector in all menus. So the nice thing about the object selector thing here that I made is this is a very good sort of general purpose object. Like, this thing by itself saves me a lot of time because I can implement it very quickly. I can basically just drop it in, menus work, it'll increment up, it's very expandable, it does everything I need. But it is also something that I have to constantly add onto whatever room I'm using. I have to set it up to do all this stuff. I have to get everything work. I have to set it up for each individual room. So if I can have something that fulfills the same role, or like the settings menu, which is just, it's self-contained, it has nothing external that's being added in there, that would be more... that would be preferable, I feel like. It's not to say this isn't useful. It is useful, but... there are better options I could use, I think. Like, in the end, ideally, all I'd want this thing to be is just... because it kind of... all I would want this thing to be is just a sprite that gets spawned on top of whatever's selected. Ideally, at the end. But in its current state, it is also reading data from the target and then passing that data on to, you know, whatever is relevant at the time. I feel like that might be a little bit more long-term, though, since a lot of the menus... it is sort of like its own thing, the menus are. I don't need to worry about those doing things. So what else do I need to work on? I've also got all these old depreciated assets here. Okay, what else do I need? How about... you still need to fix the resolution stuff. Controller, layer selection. I'm not really sure what to do next. Like, I guess the next thing would be to fix the pause menu shit. I think that works in... like, unless I forget. Yeah, it works here. But then if I change it to 720... it does this, which is weird. And then if I change it to... what does it look like if I change it to 480? Same thing, basically. Why is this, like, here? I've also got to figure out why exclusive full screen is kind of breaking on occasion. Like, why everything's over on the side now, it's not even the right resolution. Now that's why it's not the right resolution. Oh, that's even worse. That's even worse. Okay, that's kind of reasonable. Also, it's not... Oh, yeah, it's definitely not capturing properly. So what if I change it to borderless full screen? There we go. It's also not full screen. Like, this is clearly not full screen. There we go. That's borderless full screen, though. Hey, how about that? Ooh, hey, ha. Lovely. But then if I change it to windowed here... It's still full screen borderless, which is not correct. So that's something else I need to change. And then if I reload it, it's fine again. You can't tell on your side, but there is a window here as opposed to before where there was just borderless. Well, glad I'm making you laugh while I'm trying to figure this nonsense out. I just global window type. If it's 0, which is windowed, then full screen is false. Show border true. Show border false. I do... Let's see here. If I go... Here, if I do full screen... I'm going to change this to 1080. And then if I go to... windowed... It's still full screen, but it's the correct size, which is... not right. No, it's very strange. Curious. Yeah, you gotta enjoy the little things in life, right? Especially when it's boiling hot outside. It's 94 degrees Fahrenheit. It's 94 degrees Fahrenheit. 94 degrees Fahrenheit, which is... 34 degrees Celsius. 34 and a half. Lovely. Okay, figure out why full screen is breaking everything. Yeah, well, maybe over there it has. It's not going to cool down here for another couple days. It's going to be like the same temperature until it breaks on Monday. And even then, I don't think it's going to go much better. Yeah, like Monday, it's going to go down to 86, then 85, then back up to 91, then down to 86, 86, 85. Ugh. Rainy and miserable. Well, at least it's not going to be that humid, all things considered. I'll probably be able to open the windows up on Monday or something. Alright, anyway, that's enough stalling, I think. I'm gonna leave that there for today. I'll be back next week to try and figure out what is going on with the display stuff, I suppose, because I'm kind of like coming up in the end of my to-do list, kind of. Like, I have a couple big things, like I've got AI and figuring out shaders and a couple other bits and pieces. Also, I can get rid of these. Wait, those are... There we go. I can get rid of this one. Yeah, like, settings are more or less fine, actually. Like, these are all fine. Sound effects, resolution, default settings button, temper values, all that stuff is good. It's just figuring out how to get the custom bindings for controls into here without being clunky is a trick. There we go. So that's taken care of. Winter screen would be nice. Controller support is added, actually. Up to 4 controllers. I think I do support up to 16, technically. But having these controller configurations is going to be tricky to set up for that many players. I might need to do another data script for that. Shaders is whatever. Anyway, so that I'm gonna try working on this stuff next time, and then after that point, who knows? Maybe I'll try figuring out AI, which is actually going to be very easy if I want to make just a bad AI that just follows the ball. But if I want to do something more interesting, it's going to be tricky. I'll have to figure out how to run AI in this game in general. Like, AI that's just get close, when close, do thing is very simple, but if I want to do something that's a little bit trickier, something that you can actually play against, that's going to be a bit more difficult. Anyway, that's where we're going to leave that. I'll be back, like I said, next week with more of this, and tomorrow is Pathfinder, Wrath of the Righteous. Going to be continuing on the Azada Mythic Path. See, I basically just started Act 5 with that, so I've got maybe... Let's see, how many of that is that? Like maybe 4 more sessions of that to go or so? Depending on how fast I burn through it, and then Devil after that. So, that'll be that. As always, thanks for stopping by. Enjoy the rest of your day, night, evening, what have you. Once again, you have been listening to StreamBeats, the ambient playlist. Yep. Thanks for stopping by. See you later. Enjoy the rest of your day, night, evening, what have you. And I will see you next time. Also, I'm going to put this new version up on itch.io in a minute.